you for checking us out on YouTube. Today I wanted to go over thermostat settings. We have had a few customers that have had systems that have been going out on lockout during this heating season, and especially variable speed units. And what we have found is that when you set your thermostat up for your program, let's just say it may start out at 6 o'clock, and then you may have another change at 10 o'clock, and another change at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then another at 11. So if you have your heating set point and you have it in the morning where it's coming up to 70 degrees, and then it goes along and maybe at 10 o'clock you are not going to be in the house, so you drop it down to let's say 65, and then you've got it at 5 o'clock where you're coming back up to 70 degrees. And then when you go to bed at night, I've seen some go as low as 62 degrees, just because you like to sleep cold at night. Which, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. And then in the morning, we're coming back at 62 degrees and coming back up to 70. The problem we found is when you can set your temperature, heating and cooling by 3 degrees difference. So if you had your heating set at 70, it allows you to set your cooling at 73. And that's as close as you can get to it, because it's got to be at least a 3 degree separation. So if you're doing that across the board, when you get to this time, you're dropping it down to 68 degrees. And then it's going along, and then here you're coming back up to 73. Excuse me for that little mess up and scribble there. So you're coming back to 73 degrees, and then you go along and it goes back down to, let's say, 65. So, and then of course we're at 65 back here in the morning time. So if you have the thermostat programmed this way, during these times, and where we're seeing it a lot is at nighttime, is when you have the heat set on 70 degrees, and then all of a sudden your cooling is set for 65 degrees, the air conditioner is actually coming on and running, and it's cooling the temperature down to 65. And when it's really cold outside, the units are going out into a hard lockout because it's not meant to run when it's 25, 30 degrees outside. So you're also using a tremendous amount of electricity, because you're not only are you heating it during the day, but then you're cooling it back off to bring the temperature down. So it's probably best to not have the temperature set this close, or at a minimum, we would recommend not running it in automatic mode and just run it in heat mode. And that way the house will drop in temperature on its own, and you don't have the air conditioning running. So if you're having a problem with your system locking out on occasion, it could very well be because of how the schedule is done on your thermostat. So give that a check and see if that works. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.